Okay. All right. I guess we'll just get started. We need to get moving, get warmed up, right? So find a nice seat and just close your eyes and settle in. Winter, cold weather is a good time to spend more time going inward, staying indoors, staying present with yourself. So really focus in on your breath. And count to a 4 count inhalation, and then pause for 2 counts, and then exhale for 6 counts. And just keep breathing like that. The breath is always with us, whether we're noticing it or not. And it's so important. We always have it at our disposal. Now let go of the counting of the breath. Just notice it still moving in and out. And then please bring hands to heart center. As we remember to go inward, I think when we're in the present, we're much more likely to notice that we're always surrounded by grace. And keeping your eyes closed, just lower your hands to a comfortable position. And lengthening the back of your neck and your spine, just tuck your chin. So, like you bring your chin towards your chest. And then slowly roll your head to the right so that your right ear by the right shoulder. And then roll back to center, tucking the chin, just kind of noticing. And go over to the other side, left ear towards left shoulder. And then back through the center to the right side. And then maybe extend your left arm to the side and move it back. You might feel something more in your neck. And then roll forward, bring the arm in and to the other side and extend the right arm. Maybe move it back. I always feel different things if I just kind of move the head a little bit and bring the hand in, roll back to center, lift your head, open your eyes. And yay, Lydia's here. Inhale, stretch up, really feel long through your core. Feel your sits bones grounded. Draw your low belly up to get even taller. Kind of a core workout, good. And then bring your right hand off to the side and just arc over Stretch it out. And then inhale back to center. And exhale to the other side. And inhale back to center. Get really tall. And arc to your right again. And this time, see, maybe you can kind of center your belly on that bent leg and either bring the hand to the knee or to the floor. Stretch out over that bent knee. Yeah, you'll feel it in the opposite hip. Good. And then come on back up. Get really tall. And then do the same thing to that side. Center your belly. And just fold down. You'll feel it. Couple breaths there. I know it's deep. And then come on back. Feel that long, strong core. Bring your arms to a T. Get taller even. Press down through your sits bones. Lengthen up. Lengthen through the top of the head. You feel the nice long back of neck. And then release down. Come to all fours. And just start to move in a big figure eight. Just check in with all of your little joints everywhere. And then switch directions of your figure eight if you can think that way. Good, and then pause and move through some cow cats. Just go super slow. Maybe move with your breath. I want you to think of your breath as kind of like a dance partner. So the breath leads and you follow. One more round. And then pause with a flat back. Extend your right leg. Try not to lift your right hip higher than your left. Just kind of feel that integration. You can point and flex a few times. And then next time you flex, just bring the ball of your foot down and stretch through your calf. Good, and then lift the foot back up, turn the hip out and swing it to the side so the foot's in line with your knee. And then just move forward and back. Stretch out the inner thigh. There's a particular spot that feels like a good stretch. You can pause there. Good. And then come back so you're centered. Lift the leg up, swing it back so your hips are square again, and then bring the foot to the left side and maybe twist and look at the foot. And pick it up, extend it back, draw your rib cage back, add the left arm. Squeeze your glutes. Bring the hand down, the knee down. Go ahead and get off your hands for a moment. Sit back to child's pose. And then coming back up, we'll do that same sequence on the other side. So please extend your left leg, point and flex. Feel your core engaged. And next time you have a flexed foot, set the ball of the foot down. Stretch through your calves, your calf. I don't know if that's one muscle. I think it's more than one. I don't know. The gastrocnemius, I know that. And pick the leg up, swing it off to the side, and move forward and back. Being mindful, noticing where the stretch feels good. You can linger anywhere you want. And then center yourself, pick the foot up, pause in the middle so you can notice your hips are square to the floor, and then bring it off to the right side. And maybe twist and look. And coming back to center, stretch the leg back, add the right arm. Lengthen all the way through the top of the head, through the left toes, through the right fingers. And release the hand, release the knee. And curling your toes under, walk your hands back to a spot that you feel like you can maybe sit on your heels or maybe not. Let's see how your knees are feeling, how your feet are feeling. Piece of cake for some of you. Good, and then go ahead and come forward. Bring your hands forward of your shoulders now. Lift your knees and push your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. And just bend one knee and then the other as you stretch through the heel of the opposite foot. Good. And then come forward to a plank, lower your knees and lower down. And come up on your fingertips and bring them nice and wide, feet stretched long, long back of neck, and then 3 times lengthen up to cobra with this really wide stance. Exhale down. Just always focusing on the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time. Inhale, lift, hold it for a moment. And lower. Good. Come up onto your forearms. And Sphinx pose. So you press your hands down, your forearms down, and then notice that your rib cage stays back, but you can lengthen up through the top of your head and then let your heart come forward a little bit, like you're guarding the Great Pyramid. Good, now relax down a little bit. Make a fist with your right hand. Bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand, find the foot. You might have to roll to the side to get a good hold. And then square back up. Be careful with your left shoulder and your right. Just keep it really safe, front and back, or the little quad stretch. Good job, you guys. And release. Straighten yourself out for a little Sphinx pose again. You feel the stretch there. Sometimes this pose seems like it's not much, but if you're doing it right and really using your core, it feels super good. Okay, let's do that quad stretch on the other side. So make a fist with the left forearm. You can roll to your left hip to find the foot if that helps. Keeping the shoulders nice and strong and back. Roll back, square everything up. Or you can stay on your hip too. That's better for you. And breathe. I know this is deep. And release. Come up to your hands and push all the way up and back to a downward facing dog. And then come on down to all fours and find the blocks to bring under your hands, unless you already have them. And step your right foot forward by the inside of the right block. And just make sure you're in good alignment. The heels and sits bones line up. Then hug to the midline so you're on the front of your left knee. Maybe bring your hands up to your knee. And breathe. If you want to and you're feeling stable, you can stretch your arms up. And finding the flow of the pose with your breath. One more breath. And then touch down on the exhale. Slide your hips back. Keep the good alignment with heels and sits bones. You can use your blocks under your hands. Tight hamstring. Draw the leg into the socket. It's all feeling good and well. You can try and stretch your toes towards the floor. Stretch out the ankle. Good, bend back into the front knee. Hands to the blocks. And come on up to Anjane Asana one more time. Good, hug to the midline. Really feel like your sits bones are grounded and you're getting tall. And on the exhale, touch down. Good, lift your back knee. And sweep your right arm all the way up and open up for a little twist. Extend the arm back behind you, maybe even. And touch down. Good, lower the back knee and we'll switch. So right knee back, left foot forward. Find your good alignment. You can start slow with hands on the knee. Draw your low belly up. Feeling more stable in your core. And then stretch your arms up. Noticing your breath. Every inhale, think I'm got that muscle energy. I'm hugging to the midline. Every exhale, maybe lengthen out a little more. And on your next exhale, touch down. Slide the hips back. Straighten the left leg. Draw the leg into the socket. Runner's lunge. I always start with a flexed foot and then I can add the toes, stretching if it feels good. Keep the hips centered and square. Good, bend back into the front knee. Last time, Anjane. Stretch up, hug to the midline first. Remember your partner in crime, your breath. Last breath. And touch down. Good, lift the back knee. And sweep the left arm up, open up, twist there. And reach back forward, touch the block. Now see if you can step into your left foot and step forward to a forward fold. And go ahead and bring your blocks out in front of you. So you're like in an L shape. And then just press into your blocks. Feel all parts of your foot grounded. And then you're just gonna bend your knees and sit back like a chair pose, but keep your hands on the blocks. And then press into the feet and the blocks to re-straighten. We're just gonna do that 5 times. So this is 2. Inhale. Straighten. Exhale, bend. 3. Think shins in, thighs out here. Engaged core. 4. And last time. 5. Pause in chair pose. Bring your hands to your knees. Bring your torso upright. And press into your feet and stand up. Ooh. Stretch your arms up. And on an exhale, bend your elbows, lift your heart. Inhale, stretch them up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Now we're gonna do some balance work. So if you wanna come by a wall, you can. I promise you won't be on camera, guys. So just find a wall and set your right hand on it. And then standing on your left foot, you're just gonna lift your right knee forward. Now just play with maybe not holding the wall. See what happens there? Because we're gonna lower it and lift it 5 times. Notice all the little adjustments. 3, 4, and 5. Now keep standing on your left foot and just have knee beside knee, but bring the foot back in space for 5 times. Really work your hamstrings. 2, 3, notice your core. 4 and 5. Good. Now bring the knee forward again and hold. See if you can feel really stable. Move the foot back just like you had it when it was lifted. See if you can find the foot with your left hand. So hold on with the right hand if you need to. Quad stretch there. Good. Now, as you release the foot, try not to let it fall to the floor and slowly bring it forward again and down. Woo, burn, baby, burn in that standing leg, right? Switch sides. Left hand to the wall, or you can try it without. Fine. You're standing on your right foot now. Lift your left heel and then 5 times lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now go back. 1. Use the hamstrings. You can feel them curl. 2, 3. Use your glutes even. 4, 5. Good. And now lift the knee forward again. And slowly bring it back behind you. Maybe find the foot with your right hand. Use your core. Strong standing leg. Good. Now release the foot. Don't let it drop. Bring it forward and release. Ooh, good job, you guys. I know it's a lot. Come on back to your mats. Okay, we might play with that a little bit more. So bring your blocks by your feet and stand. Remember your breath's your dance partner. So inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your heart. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands just to heart center. Pause there. Stand on your left foot. Lift your right knee. Good. Slowly bring it back. You might have to bend the standing leg, lean forward, and you can touch the toes down many times if you want, or you can pause in Warrior 3 and then slowly touch it down. Woo, good job, you guys. Square up your hips, make sure you feel stable. Stretch your arms up. Remember your breath. Every inhale, I like to think, I'm really using the muscle energy. Exhale, maybe I extend a little bit more. One more breath. And touch the blocks. Nice job. Step forward, Uttanasana. Pause there for a moment. And grab your elbows if you want. A little ragdoll. And then slowly come on up to standing. And with your next inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift your heart. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, hands to heart center. You thought I was going to go all the way down, but we're not. And if you don't like it, you can find your blocks too. So stand on your right foot. Feel the just lift the heel first, lift the knee, and then slowly move it back. Pause in warrior three if you feel like, yeah, I got this. And then touch it down. Find stability. Maybe you have to move your feet a little wider. And then stretch up, crescent warrior. Feel all parts of your right foot grounded, but your left leg super strong holding you. 2 more breaths. And then reach down, touch the blocks on your exhale. And step back, downward dog. Set your blocks to the side. And you can either do child's pose or a vinyasa with me. It's your choice. So if you're doing vinyasa, inhale to plank. Exhale down to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back down. And push back to all fours so you can grab your blocks and come up downward facing dog. We're going to step our right foot through, but so extend the right leg. Just pause there, just feel it. And then step it through to deep lunge. And if you need to lower your knee to do it, you can. And now ground the back foot down. And come up to a warrior two position. And just bring your right hand to the outside of your right knee. And press the hand into the knee and resist with the hand so you can feel your right glutes turn on. You might have to keep a baby bend in the back knee and then come into the full pose. Again, just turning to your breath, feeling the flow of the pose as you breathe. You shouldn't have to over effort. You're tapped into your breath. Good, and windmill down, touch the floor as you turn the back heel up. And step forward to switch right foot back. Ground the back foot down. Warrior two position, but bring the left hand to the knee. Make sure the knee's tracking straight. Turn on those glutes and then add the arms. Feel your breath moving in and through. Even draw energy from the floor up your legs into your heart. And then extend out on the exhale, back into the ground, through your fingers, through the top of your head. Good, and then windmill down, turn the back heel up, and step back, downward facing dog. Now your choice, you can do vinyasa or child's pose, whatever your body's asking for. So if you're doing vinyasa, come forward to plank, lower down, cobra. Exhale down. All fours, grab the blocks, downward facing dog. You don't have to use blocks if you're not needing it, it's okay. Extend the left leg and step it through deep lunge. Ground the back foot down and bring the right hand to the hip, the left hand or elbow to the knee for Parsva Konasana. Think of that turning on the glutes. So you feel stable. Maybe hand to the block or even to the floor if you want. Stretch the arm up and over by the ear. Nice, you guys. Feel that back foot really engaged and helping you stay stable. Good, now stretch the right arm up towards the ceiling. Feel the right armpit hollow. And then straighten the left leg. Come to triangle. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Good, and then bend into the front knee. Touch the blocks, turn the back heel up, and step forward. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the heart. Inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, fold. Hands to the blocks. Step the left foot back on the inhale. Exhale, ground the foot down. Left hand to the hip. Right elbow to the knee. You can kind of turn on the glutes again if that works for you. Or bring the hand to the block or the floor. And then think, turn my belly and chest to the side. Extend the arm. Left armpit's hollow. Maybe stretch the arm by the ear. Good. Stretch the arm up towards the ceiling. Keep that nice connection and then straighten the leg. Trikonasana, triangle. Good. Bend into the front knee. Look at the floor. Touch down. And step back. Downward facing dog. This time, everyone lower your knees. Stretch your feet long. Come to a child's pose. And come on up to standing again. I'm going to have you all turn towards the middle of the room and take a wide stance. And if you have really tight inner legs, you can use your blocks in front of you. Yeah. And then feel your feet. Kind of notice the alignment. If you bent your knees, do they point the same direction as your toes? And then feel your nice, strong core. And lift your arms to the side, just like we did seated. But I want you to feel, okay, so front, your abs, your back, the sides are really engaged. This is star pose. You guys look like stars. Good. Now hold it for 10. Draw your little belly up a little more. Lengthen up through the top of your head. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax your arms down. Bend your knees and come to a forward fold here. If you need the blocks, please use them. And then just kind of sway forward and back. See if you're using all parts of your feet. I even like to reach out and grab my ankles or my shins and kind of pull them in so that I can broaden my thighs. So think shins in, thighs back and wide. Good. And then come on up to your hands like you're in a pranam. Walk your hands to the left as you turn your left foot out, and just keeping the hands under your shoulders. If you're on blocks, perfect. Bend your left knee. Feel a down dog lunge. Mostly want you to feel your legs supporting you. So if you can even lift your hands to feel the support of your legs, that's what I'm after. Good. Walk back to the center. Turn that left foot in and then keep going over to the right side. Making sure the knees bending straight over the toes. Hands under the shoulders. And then just really feel your strong legs and feet supporting you, your strong core. You didn't even have to use your hands here. Good. And then walking back to center. Heel, toe, walk your feet to hip distance apart. Forward fold. If it works for you, you can turn the toes out. If you need to, come down to a deep squat. See how that feels. Yeah. Good. And then go ahead and sit down there and spring your legs wide so that your heels are still on. You might have to, so if your heels are on the mat, it feels a little more sticky. And then just check your kneecaps and your toes point straight up. Draw the legs into the socket, bring your hands behind you so you can feel that nice connection all the way up through the top of your spine. You can even bring your arms out if you want to. Draw your low belly up. Rest down through your sits bones to get even taller. Good, now just twist towards your right leg. Bring your hands down. Keeping your left leg just as stable as it is, just fold over the outstretched right leg. If you want to bring your hand to the shin, the ankle, or the foot, you can. But don't crank on yourself, just be mindful. Mostly want you to feel yourself grounded and lengthened and really using your breath. One more breath. And then come on back up. Find that really connected place. You can extend your arms if you want to, if that helps you. And then just turn towards your left leg. Bring the hands down. And just take your time. Allow the right leg to stay really strong and stable. Good. One more breath. And then come on back up. Bring the hands behind you. Lean back and bend your knees, but keep kind of a little bit wider stance and come up on your heels. And then reach your right hand to the side. And your left hand can either grab the ankle or the foot if you can reach it. And then kind of try to stay in the middle, but think I'm going to lengthen, tuck my chin, and then draw my sternum back and step on the gas to really stretch out your left shoulder. One more breath. And come on up and switch. Left hand to the side, right hand to the foot. Keep the length, round back and pull. You'll feel the whole right side of your body stretching out, not just the shoulder. And then come on back up and grab your right ankle and just bring it underneath your left so the heel comes kind of by your hip. Yeah, and then this foot can either come straight back or to the outside. And interlace your hands. And pull back and up. I know. If it's too intense, you can keep that bottom leg extended long too, if it doesn't feel good on your knee. And then maybe twist to your right. To your right. Yeah, so you're towards your, oh, your left, my right. Sorry, my bad. So go the other way, Lydia. Yeah, yeah, I forgot you're all different directions. Oh, every breath, think the ground, both thumbs down, get tall. And maybe twist on the exhale. Just notice. Called Ardha Matsyendrasana. Unwind. Bring the feet back wide and switch. So heel to the outside. So the other way to do it is just extend this leg, and then you can bring it either here or here. If it doesn't work for your knee very well, it's okay to do that. My knee's a little questionable sometimes. And pull back and up. And twist to the side that your knee is up. So slow. Good, and unwind if you can. And find your belt. Y'all have one, yep. And you don't need a loop, you just need it long. And go ahead and lay down and just bring the belt on the ball of your right foot. And then hold the belt with your right hand. I like to have my arm all the way extended. And then think to yourself, okay, I'm going to point my foot. So I mean flex, but then press into the ball of the foot to press it up towards the lights. Make sure it's on your toe mounds. Good. And then if that feels okay and you can extend your left leg, you do that. Maybe extend your left arm either in cactus or to the side. So you're going to keep the left side of your body grounded and then just bring your right leg off to the side. Soon as you feel the left hip lifting or the left shoulder, back off a little bit. Good, and slowly bring it back to center. Just check, do your toes in your knee point the same direction? And then switch hands. So grab it with the left hand, right hand comes to the side. And now just bring it across. Your right hip stays grounded. You're just going to stretch the IT band. So just bring it to the left, but not so your hip lifts. Keep both hips even. You'll feel a little achiness there. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And then go ahead and let the hip lift. Bring the leg all the way across, keeping the right shoulder grounded. Maybe it won't touch the floor. That's okay. Just go where it feels like you can still keep the right shoulder grounded, but you feel it in your hip. And then slowly bring it back up. Remove the belt and we'll put it on the left foot. The left ball of the foot, bend it up, loint, so flex, and then press like you're stepping on the gas. Extend your right leg if that feels good. You can keep it bent too. Right arm out to the side and slowly open. Only go as far as you can keep the right hip grounded, the right shoulder grounded. And bring it back up. Check out your alignment. Which hand? And bring it across. Don't let the hip lift. Left arm extends. One side will feel different than the other. It always does. And then go ahead and let the left hip lift. Bring the leg across. It'll be all the way on the side of your hip. Your left shoulder attempts to stay down and grounded. And then come on all back up to center. If you can, remove the belt and set it off to the side. Just bend your knees, bring the feet right under your knees. Draw the shoulder blades underneath. So you feel like the shoulder blades are flat. And then just press into your feet and lift to Setu Bandha. Feel all parts of your feet active. Let your heart lift. And slowly come on back down. Bring your right ankle over your left thigh. And just kind of rock side to side. And then straighten out the right leg. So your knees bent. Interlace your hands behind the right thigh and bend the knee. So you're just holding the leg there. And maybe straighten your left leg again if it feels okay for your back. And then do this a few times. Point your toes on the right foot. Slowly stretch the leg straight. Flex the foot and rebend. Point the toes. Straighten. Flex and rebend. One more time. Point straighten, flex, and bend. Good, and then re-interlace your hands right on top of the knee. Kind of press down and just make a little circle there. Just kind of grounding the hip in the socket. Let your foot relax. Good, and then just hug it in a little closer and maybe towards your right armpit. Good, and then release it, bring the foot flat, left ankle across the right thigh, and just rock back and forth a few times. Good, interlace behind the left thigh as you straighten the leg out so it's pointing straight ahead. And then just hold that knee as you maybe extend the right leg. And then point the left foot, extend the leg, flex, and rebend. Point, straighten, flex, and rebend. Last time. Good, and then re-interlace on top of the knee, just pressing it down into the socket. Little circles. And then hug it close towards your left armpit. If you feel the need for any more cool down exercises, you can do windshield wipers or anything that sounds good, or you can just stretch out into Shavasana. If you want to cover up, I recommend that because it is chilly in here. Just tap into your breath. Help you relax. Remember your dance partner today, your breath. It's actually your dance partner every day. So use it to help you relax into the floor. Notice if your jaws relax. Relax your shoulders. Love requires a different kind of seeing than we're used to, different kind of knowing or thinking. Love is the intuitive knowledge of our hearts. It's a world beyond that we all secretly long for. An ancient memory of this love haunts all of us all the time and beckons us to return. We want to return because we want our power back. Love provides us with a second sight, an ability to discern the meaning of things that lies beyond facts alone. It gives us a greater astuteness regarding human personalities and a deeper understanding of events beyond their surface appearance. Love doesn't mean we give up power. Love is how we reclaim it. That's from Marianne Williamson. Now tapping into life force, your breath. We'll start to take a few deeper breaths, extending out the inhalation. Maybe 3 long, slow, really deep breaths. And start to move in small ways. And just take your time coming back up to seated. You can wrap that blanket around your shoulders if that helps too. Bring hands to heart center. Such an honor and a privilege to be able to teach the practice of yoga. Truly blessed. And I appreciate each of you being here this morning. Namaste. Please stay warm. Bye, Susan.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.